So, I finally got my hands on the Canon EOS R6. I want to share with you my first impressions of this camera. Coming up. This is a 20 megapixel mirrorless full frame camera, not as big as the R5, but it's enough for my photography. Out of the box, it feels solid, feels right ergonomically. I love the placement of the buttons and the dials, dedicated dials for the shutter speed, aperture, and ISO, which I really love. They have the shooting mode dial here at the top, which is missing in the R5, but I love it here. What's new here is the custom modes. There is now C3. I don't know what settings I'll put here, but my C1 is for the animal eye settings, basically for my pet photography. I think I will be setting C2 for human action and sport, and probably C3 for still subjects. And they put the joystick in the R5 and R6, which for many is useful for selecting focus points. I don't know if I will be using this because I will be on servo AF most of the time in pet photo shoots. Comparing it to my 70D DSLR, which is 755 grams without the battery grip, the R6 is slightly lighter at 680 grams. With the RF 70 to 200 lens, it's still lighter than my DSLR setup with the 70 to 200 millimeter lens as well. And it's shorter. Look at the difference of this. When you put it in the bag, this will take up more space in the camera bag than this. Dual card slots, supporting both UHS 2 memory cards. I really don't think about card failure when going to a shoot, but not sure if I will now be saving to 2 cards. I still have 1 card here actually. So we'll see. This camera is capable of fast continuous shutter at 12 frames per second mechanically and 20 frames per second electronically. Listen. That is fast and silent. Let's go out in the field and test the speed and performance of this beast. And now I'm back here at the home studio, and let's see what we got from the recent pet photo shoots with Yoga, Tofu, Chambi, and Riley. I just want to say I'm blown away with the animal eye detection AF feature of this camera. Let's see the results with Yoga. Thinking that Yoga is black, she is a Belgian Malinois pure black puppy. I thought that the camera would have a hard time focusing on her eyes, but no, the camera was able to focus on the dog's eye perfectly, and the tracking was so reliable even at the edge of the viewfinder or the screen. Still, the camera was able to lock on focus. Amazing! And here's Tofu chasing the tennis ball. She's a white Shih Tzu Maltese mix. And again, the camera was successfully able to track lock on focus on the dog's eye. And now we have a big dog. Here's Chambi, a golden retriever, again chasing a tennis ball in action. And look at the tracking of this camera. All of the frames are spot on, crisp, and sharp. And here's a middle-sized dog, Riley. He's a beagle. It can really track animals, big or small. Just look at how this camera is nailing focus every frame. And I'm shooting at 20 frames per second electronic shutter. The AF tracking system of the R6 is remarkable. I've never seen this in any camera. I'm really blown away. So there you go. That's my first impression of the Canon EOS R6 with the RF 70-200mm lens. I have more pet photo shoots coming up, and we are visiting dog shelters here in the south and in the north. So follow me on this channel for more dogs in action photography and pet photography in general. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!